Hey YouTube, Knoble Chickens here. I'm here for my third installment. Well, I got some stuff done and I got a little bit of news that you'll see in my following clips here that I'm going to post in this video. The first one is well, when I first started this project, I was unemployed. Yeah, I had lots of time to work on it. Well, I found employment. The place I'm working for, they're having me work a lot of hours. Past week I have put in 59 hours over 6 days, and so it's nearly 10 hours a day average. So hey, it's good. I'm going to pay bills and everything, but it's also cut down on the amount of time I have to work on my coop, and so things slowed down a little bit. I did get some stuff done, and as you'll see, I got chickens in the home now. Let's take a look. Well, it's going pretty good so far this week. I got the ceiling and the floor in the coop installed. I've been working on some other stuff. This piece of painted 2x4 here, that's going to be for down here below the coop. I'm going to put it across the bottom here for the storage area for the chicken feed. And I've actually been dreaming up on this side of it over here, a hopper that'll feed a chicken feeder down below it. And then there'll be a gap down below that. I'm going to space it up about 14 inches off the coop floor or so, approximately, so that the chickens can get underneath and get to the feeder, and then they won't be able to climb on the feeder itself. Then I've also been working on my T111. These are the panels I cut out for the back wall back here. Okay, and yeah, I'll have to admit that's a pretty bright red, but that's okay. I want my coop to stand out. I want it to be something I'm proud of, I guess. Either that or it was completely sublimable. I don't know. That, and I also did install a little bit of the hardware cloth. I'm using 1/2-inch hardware cloth. There's Scotty. Hey Scotty, what you doing, huh? He's out here helping me all the time. But I got the hardware cloth across underneath the back here under the coop. And then also took and I put a piece in right here on this side and here, and that way I could take and install the piece of T111 that goes in this hole right here. Well, I think it's looking pretty good so far. Yeah, there's some of my cuttings from the hardware cloth. Come around over here. Anyways, this is my morning. I'm just getting started this morning. I'm going to take and cut out the vent and these panels here that go on that back side there for a vent that'll be 6 inches wide by 5 feet long. And that'll be the vent for the back wall. So I'm going to get started on that. Alright, one thing I wanted to share with you is I had a couple of screws come through when I put this siding on. Now, I want to show you guys my little trick of taking care of these. Now, these screws are a hardened steel, and so they won't bend over easy, and if you whack them with a hammer like what I've got here, alright, it isn't going to work very well. The best way to do it, I found, is I take and I set up an angle grinder with a cutoff wheel, and I'll cut them off with this cutoff wheel, grind them flush. That way the sharp points won't be a danger to anybody, especially my chickens. I don't want my chickens getting hurt inside the coop in case they start getting frisky or something. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and cut those off. All right, I've been busy today. I've got the nesting boxes made, and then above it is storage, 2 shelves. Now these are 14 inches deep. There you go. I got the T111 installed with the vents cut out. It's getting there. Let's walk around this way. Nice bright barn red. I need to put another coat of paint on it. You can kind of still see some of the wood grain through it. What I'm going to do with these vents is I'm going to take and make a frame out of cedar, paint it white, and then staple the hardware cloth to the inside of the frame and then screw it into place so that the hardware cloth is between the frame and the T111. My messy backyard. It's starting to get messy back here with all the work I've been doing. You should see all the junk I got in the back of the van right now. About used up all of the wood that I bought here just the other day. There you go, another view of this side. Not a single nail in this whole thing. This has been all screwed together. It's all screws. That and paint. I think it's looking pretty good. Now on this side, what I'm going to do now, I did on down here, I got that 1 2x4 installed with a piece of hardware cloth, and then that little opening right there I'm going to fill with another storage spot for the feed, and also a little chute for the goes into a feeder made out of I think it's going to be 3-inch PVC. And here in the nesting boxes there, you can see my hand to get kind of a relation to size. They're 16 inches wide, 14 inches deep, 14 inches tall. Or thereabouts. Actually, this one box is a little wider than the other two, but that's just the way that things worked out. Well, I'm going to give it up for today. It's been a busy day today. It's been a nice day, too. I actually had no rain today at all today so far, although looking at the clouds up above, it may not hold true for tonight. Well, now for a little update. I've been working on it. And I got this one piece of siding on. As you can see, I've got the doors cut out. The doors themselves are sitting inside there. You can see a little bit of red underneath. That's the two doors for this side. I got to take and put some cedar trim on it after they've been painted white. That's all the cedar I've got sitting on the ground inside there. But that's the upper storage with the 3 egg boxes there. And then this is the lower storage for the chicken feed with the chicken hopper I've got planned. Now I've been working on the inside as well. All this that I've got laid out on the sawhorses right here is the panels for the inside. I had a small engineering snafu, and I'll see if I can't come in here and show this to you. Okay, up here at the top, where you can see that little cutout, that was supposed to be the top of the door. Now I'll walk back a little bit here. I don't know if how well you'll be able to see it. But the top of the door was going to hit my rafter. Not that one, this one. Because it's a little bit lower than the other one. And I wouldn't have been able to open my door all the way. And so I got to take and recut some stuff. Fortunately, I've got enough extra wood. I'll be able to redo it. But a little engineering snafu that I realized after I started cutting things out and putting things together. Yeah, and started seeing the orientation of it. I guess that's what I get for not making drawings, huh? Well, that's how I do my things, though. Anyways, it's coming along good. I got another piece of the chicken wire up over here behind me on the other side here. Well, not really chicken wire, hardware cloth. But it's coming along slowly. hopefully I can get this done this weekend. I got one more day. I got to take and get this front wall put together with the doors at minimum. And then I'm going to take and put a blocker board across the egg boxes there you can see on the inside. Yeah, that's my little boom box and iPod player that I have out here when I'm working, so I got some music. And you can see my mess. I'll get this all cleaned out before I put the chickens in it, obviously. Anyways, here on the board, here by the saw, it's kind of hard to see the lines. This is the pop door right here. Up here, there's the top of it. Back over, across, and back down. And I got to cut that out yet. Here was my refiguring line here. The original line's here. I had to drop it 6 inches. Unfortunately, I figured this all out before I cut this last board. If I had cut this one out, then I would have been SOL. I would have been buying more T111 at $30 a sheet. That would have sucked big time. All right, we'll keep going with this. I'm going to give it up for the day. It's getting kind of late today. And hopefully I can get this all done tomorrow so I can move my chickens in. They're getting big. Well, I'm having a nice sunny day out here today. I'm getting ready to paint some trim boards white, but I thought I'd show you the progress I've got so far on this coop. Now I showed you the outer panel here. I already had it on. But on the inside, I managed to get the inner panel done. And there's the pop door. And then here's the opening for cleaning it out. And then sitting inside there, inside all the other stuff here, these are the 2 barn doors that I put together. And you can see I took and backed them up with some 2x2 to make them nice and strong, and so I could attach hinges to it. And then inside the barn doors, if I can pan around here, I took and backed up the door frame with some 2x2 all the way around. And that makes the door frame nice and strong. And we have a new addition to the family. This is Zora. Hi, Zora. Yeah, we just picked her up last night from my sister. We've got to, my sister had to get her out of the house. There was a little argument with some other dogs, and there's a new baby in the house. And it was my sister's daughter that had a new baby here a couple days ago and brought it home from the hospital. And Zora here didn't exactly like that baby, so we decided it was best to bring her over here and let her join my little clan. Anyways, it's coming along pretty good. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I still got lots of work. I'm trying to get this done today enough that I could take and put some chickens in there tonight, is what I'm hoping. I got to get the barn doors on. I got to take and throw a board across the nest boxes so they don't try to use them. And I'm going to take and put the doors on the outside here. But I need to get this trim painted up so I can trim the doors out and to be able to hinge them and everything. It's looking good so far. Well, it's been a busy day, and I'm not quite done yet. I'm going to keep working until light completely gives out on me. I've still got about an hour of daylight left, but I needed to show you what I've gotten done. I've got the doors on and the trim on. All the hinges and everything. I think it looks pretty good other than a little bit of touch-up. Then out here, let me back up here so you can see it. The 2 storage doors on the side are installed with their trim and latches. As you can see, there's a latch. All you got to do is pull it up. Easy peasy open. It's like that. Now, the coop door inside, 2 doors, Got a latch here in the middle. And a creaky hinge. Then inside, I got a pair of barrel latches. There's one. There's two. Whoop. And it opens up. There's one barrel latch. Here's the other one on the top. Then of course we've seen the inside quite a few times. I did put the plywood up to block off the nesting boxes for now until the girls start laying eggs, and when they do, then that plywood will come off and I'll have nesting material and some fake eggs in there to try to give them the idea that's the place where I want them to lay. Okay, well, let's close this back up again. Alright. There's that latch. There's that latch. Let me close this. There's that latch. Okay. And the last thing I was working on, we'll walk out here on the side, was I was getting the screen on the vents there, and then of course here on the between the house and the coop right there. And my next thing is to put some trim board around to make that look good. I think this thing's looking pretty sharp. We'll walk around it here again. Get kind of a far away look at it, looking at my van there. Alright, well, battery on my cell phone's about ready to give out. That's what I'm filming this with, so let's stop it here. Listen to that rain. Yeah, it's pretty yucky out here. But I've been doing some work. But all I really can do, it's chilly out. It's in the mid-40s. It's been raining all morning long. This is my Sunday. I've been trying to work on this as much as I can. But I got a new job and I've been doing lots of hours there. In fact, 59 hours over 6 days. They've been working me pretty good, so at least it's going to get the bills paid. That's the big thing. Anyways, yeah, I've got some work done on this place. I got the pop door on. Let's go take a look at that. Here, I'll walk through the rain. Get inside here. There we go. Anyways, there's my pop door. Yeah, later on when the chickens are ready to venture out, they're inside. I'll show you that here in just a second. I'll take and take this pop door. I'm going to take it. It's the rafter up here, and so I'm going to take and put a little hook on that rafter so I can hook it open and keep it open that way. But it's just like all the other doors. I got it held shut right here with a barrel latch, and it just simply just reach over here. Open it up. Oh, I got it painted shut. I had to put some paint on it. Oh, come on. There we go. Anyways, we'll take a look inside here. There they are, enjoying their home. They're probably wondering what the heck was going on with this door opening all of a sudden. We'll come over and investigate. Yeah, there's my 4 barred rocks and 4 Buff Orpingtons. I have a temporary roost set up for them for now. I'll build something better here later. I just need to get something in here for now. And then I've got a 1 gallon water and an 11-pound feeder hung way over there at the other end where the egg box is. And that's just for now. I'll do a better job of it later. I just needed to get them moved out to the coop, because that 3x5 brooder that I had them in just wasn't big enough anymore. They've pretty well grown up. They're about, I'd say about 2/3 their full size, if not like 3/4. And they're happy. They've been eating food like crazy. I give them treats all the time. I've been, of course, supplied grit for them. They've been getting corn treats and mealworms and everything. And they seem to be pretty happy little chickens. Okay. Go ahead and close this door back up and keep them inside the coop. I'm not worried about it being a little tough. There we go. Just freak chickens out, wondering what the heck I'm doing. All right. Anyways, that's some trim that I painted the other day. It's all dry and ready to go. My next plan here is to get the rest of the hardware cloth and there. Let's see, that hole, and that hole. Get all the hardware cloth put up. And then here on the table, I've got 3 2x2s and some more trim painted, and I just painted that a little while ago. It's still wet. And then I'm going to take and make my door up. That's my next steps. But since today is being so nasty and I didn't want to work right underneath the eave, you can see where all the water is dripping off there, I decided to just do some painting and call it a day. It's nasty out here. Yeah, it's been a pretty good, well, actually almost 2 weeks now. I got a lot done. I've got chickens in it. All I got to do now is secure the run. I'm going to take and work on getting that run door made and installed and get the rest of the hardware cloth up. And then it's all the little stuff. I've got the hopper for the food bin to make up. I've got a ramp to make up. Then some toys for the chickens. We got some ideas for that. I'm going to put in a swing. Going to have a couple of. We're going to have one corner roost put up. And there was a video that we saw where somebody took a toy xylophone and hung it up where the chickens could peck at it. And I guess they get a kick out of the sound it makes when they peck on them. I don't know. But we're going to look at trying to find a toy xylophone for cheap and put that up and all that. So I'm going to keep going on this. I still got more to do. I still got more videos to post. And, of course, you're going to see my chickens grow up. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. I hope to keep this going and be a good suburban chicken farmer. Thanks so much for watching once again. Bye-bye.